basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'm a slow pace.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Minnesota Vikings. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. That'll be complete to Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And past the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Brady going to throw. And he finds Cook. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Brady now on 1st down. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Again, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Eluding the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
First down. McDonald flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. He may try and run for this. But they only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
They go play action with McDonald. And the coverage scrimmage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, McDonald. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First down, Steelers.
Out of the gun, McDonald. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Now here's Snell. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Vikings' 2-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings 7, Steelers nothing.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
On 4th down, McDonald got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
His kick.
And his kick is right through.
That ties the game at 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on first down is Brady. That's back by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there on 20 yards.
The 42-yard line.
On first down, Brady. And Cook has it, left side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. In heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And they will fire and stop him as he's down the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll start by running the option to the right. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Play action. It's McDonald. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. McDonald sets to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They start the drive with Cook. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And we'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first and 10, here's Brady. To Gabriel, middle of the field. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Darquez Denard there to make the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Second and 7. Brady. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. The gun, it's Brady. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And his kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Off the play fake. McDonald rolling to his right. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right on the 48-yard line. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. To throw on second down. McDonald flush to his right. And his throw here is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll make it third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On 1st and 10, McDonald. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. On play action, now Brady. And he's going to go down again. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looking deep down. And got his man complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play for the Vikings on 3rd down. 49 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
2nd and 11 at the 41. They run it again with Cook. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game and you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first.
And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
From the gun, it's McDonald, escaping the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Steelers 14, Vikings 13.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's up to them.
And now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Cook following the penalty. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. Big play there out of Cook. 62 yards on the ground.
At the 8-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run with Cook. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and
Cook. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll run for it with Cook. And they will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a dump off here complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Steelers.
Throwing is McDonald. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st down, Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You take in charge.
Expected from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one good for 14 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 13-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A quick throw by Brady complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
On for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
And And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a two-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. Throwing on first down. McDonald. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Well, this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And a Steeler first down.
From the gun, McDonald. This is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Cole McDonald, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
24, Steelers 21.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the fourth quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Inside the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Cook with a run on first down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Give to Cook out of the gun. He gets away from one. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Cam goes out wide quickly. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. So